All right, so we are gonna start off, and we kind of alluded to this in our first hour, the last of the silver Kennedys 20 coin half dollar roll, excuse me.
Full roll, $half.
Oh.
Because we do sell half rolls.
Okay.
But this is a half roll in so far as it's a full roll of $half.
I'm new here. Hi, I'm Tamara. Just learned how to read.
No, that's confusing for everybody, including me.
So tell us about this one.
Well, it's pretty simple at the end of the day. Is silver Kennedy $half, same price I had a month ago. Nobody else is doing that. Nobody has held their price. Nobody has held their price for 30 days on anything that is silver United States government issue coins. It's just that simple. It doesn't exist. It's not possible. And I did it because that's the way we do it here. I do it since I had it 30 days ago, because we knew this show was coming up. I held my price for those 30 days. It is only for the sets that I have in stock. That is an absolute positive 100% guarantee. I think we will quickly get back to our $169. And I mean, I bought these to do a special opportunity. So I'm going to follow through on my special opportunity, is what I'm going to do. So I have the last of the silver Kennedy $half. So they stopped making silver Kennedy $half in the 1960s in essence, okay? 1970 was the actual last year, but these are all 1960s. After that, these are the last coins made by the United States government that had silver in them. Originally, when I had purchased these, usually you find these, they're pretty beat up. They're pretty ragged, I guess, is what you look at. But the batch that I got for this special, as my last couple of batches have been, is they were also brilliant uncirculated. So not only do you get the silver value of this, and like I said, silver is about where it was, not that long ago. It's up last week. But the premiums, silver coins just don't exist in the marketplace. I have a friend of mine who called me, and he had 1,000 rolls of first year of issue Kennedy $half. And he left a message on my phone, and I was speaking to somebody else. And I called him back, and I said, yeah, you still got those 1,000 rolls? He goes, yeah, no, that was a 1-minute deal. I mean, I literally called him back in 5 minutes. Yes. 1,000 rolls, that's 20,000 coins, were gone in 60 seconds. Someone walked him into his shop out in Arizona. He bought them, paid a premium, sold it immediately. He made, I was pretty happy that I was his first call, but it teaches me I better answer the phone, no matter what. And so what happened was I had these before that. So if you go out there in the marketplace, because what has happened out there is gold and silver, and by that I mean physical gold and silver, is a significant problem, is a significant issue. And people are always saying, what do you mean by that? Silver has kind of gone down a little bit. And it has because, as I said, when the stock market does what it does, when it had this incredible downward trajectory, people have to cover margin and so on and so forth, and they do it because as that was happening, people that own, like silver ETFs and that kind of stuff had to sell that because that didn't crater. But then it started to after they dump, you dump a couple 100 million ounces of silver on the market, and it kind of forces the price down, and it got down, but it has started roaring back, and so silver. But that does not mean that the actual physical silver, in other words, coins, silver coins, they are gone out there in the marketplace. Where silver eagles are particularly, it's just, I've never seen anything like it in all there. And I was around for the 1979 run up in silver. I was around for the 2009 run up in silver. The times when silver has gone to, $50 adjusted for inflation, $75, $85 an ounce. I've been around for those. The demand for silver today, I would say, is greater than than I have ever seen it in all of the time I have ever been in the coin market. It is that crazy for demand for physical gold and silver. In other words, coins that exist. And so for me to be able to do these, to be able to get these Kennedy half dollars that are silver and hold my price. Now here's the amazing part. So I priced these at $119.95, which is in essence the silver price. But as you can see, these coins are stunning, gorgeous, brilliant, uncirculated. In the nationally advertised catalog, on a per coin basis, you're looking at $19.50 a coin. That's the numismatic value.
My goodness.
We are $6 a coin. So the silver value is in essence what you, all that numismatic value, the $19 and actually 90 cents a coin, which is the lowest price. So coin by coin, you're looking at almost $400. We're $119.95. $119. We are $6 a coin. Every single solitary one of these coins that you see right here, 50 years old. They're a half century old. They're brilliant, uncirculated. They're silver. And I keep doing this. People are going, why are you doing this? Do you just, are you just nervous or something? And it's like, no, because there's something, that silver sound, you can tell. It's like, it's why they put silver in bells.
It's different.
Okay, it's just different.
Yes.
You can tell, you know, you can hear it. These are the last of the silver coins ever made by the United States government. You can see none of those telltale copper lines that you see in there. Every one of them, absolutely stunning, absolutely uncirculated as well. So that is the important part. You get that numismatic value. You're paying $6 a coin in the nationally advertised catalog, $19.90 a coin. So like $375 from a numismatic standpoint. If you purchased them separately, we're not going to do this. It's only the coins that I have got available, and these are ready. So you're not like buying futures or anything like that. I have got coins in stock, ready to ship, and so you need to get these because they are, next time if I do these, I guarantee I'm not going to be able to come out at $119.95 because they simply don't exist in the marketplace.
Because that $119 is a sale price. We took $50 off of our regular HSN price of $169.95. You're getting a full roll. You're getting 20 coins, and I like that Mike was showing you, and we started to talk about the sound of it because it's that sound of silver, that there are some things that are just distinctive, like the sound of crystal. You can hear it a mile away, and when you hear it, you know what it is. That sound, if you like not only the feel of it, but the sound of it, the look of it, the quantity of coins that you're getting, because you're getting 20 coins in that roll. And a lot of you are jumping in on this, and I'm so glad that you are, because remember, that $50 off of our regular HSN price is not always gonna be there. And and I'm glad we have it for you now. Look,
you know, we had a conversation. I mean, I could have legitimately put $20 or $30 or $40 on this, and I'd have been still significantly below market. But you know, at the end of the day, it's not what we do. I mean, I bought these coins 6 weeks ago. You know, so I bought them at the old price with the old premiums before the premiums went up 500%.
That's right.
500%. The premiums. Okay, silver went down a little bit, but the price that you pay beyond the silver value has gone up 5 times. Because that's the component that's all about supply and demand. The price of silver is in essence out of our hands. It's set in the world market. Okay, and that's set in kind of these macro things, you know, with people trading silver ETFs and all that other kind of stuff. But the actual physical silver, the coins that you can hold in your hand, those are the coins that are absolutely positively non-existent in the marketplace. This is the same exact price. I had these on sale 6 weeks ago at this same price. There's nobody else that are selling you silver coins right now in stock, ready to ship at the same price that they had 6 weeks ago. That's just not happening. We're going to do that, but obviously that is only good for the coins that I have in stock. And I mean, I think I had a pretty good quantity of these. I suspect we had several 1,000 rolls or so. We buy these literally by the truckload. But, you know, when we put them up on hsn.com, you know, we get 5 rolls a day, 10 rolls a day, 20 rolls a day. Right. People are seeing that. They're searching for these all the time. And then when we air it like this, all of a sudden then it really goes crazy when we have these, because it's not only silver Kennedy half dollars, but they're brilliant uncirculated as well. So you've got that numismatic value that goes with these at the same rate. So you have these last of the silver Kennedys, and you get 20 of these coins for $119, literally $6 a coin. And I think what we're going to see is once I sell out of this quantity, the next batch will unfortunately have to be more money. 129, 139, I don't know. It'll just depend. I'm a little scared to go out into the market and try to find people that actually have coins available for sale. Right. That is not going to be a pleasant experience, because the people that actually have physical coins that they have available to ship and ready to sell are kind of making their own price on these as it is right now. So great opportunity for you to be able to get those, and particularly now that the mint is in essence, I mean, I don't know if they're even making coins right now.
That's right.
I know they're shipping coins very, very slowly with skeleton crews. I know, you know, director of the Mint, David Ryder, just put out a thing, you know, that, you know, we're looking for the safety and well-being of our employees. So we're obviously cutting back on that, trying to maintain, you know, all of the federal guidelines guaranteed around that have come out, and now I believe are extended through April 30th at this point. So who knows when and if the United States Mint, I don't know exactly what they're doing out there. All I know is good luck finding coins, whether it's new coins, whether it's old coins, whether it's silver coins, whether it's gold coins, any of that stuff, extraordinarily difficult. And even if you can order it, I have no idea when they're going to ship it.
When they're going to ship it.
We have these in stock ready to go.
And what you're going to pay too. And I even love the fact, because you notice that anytime there's a glitch in our everyday lives, prices start to jump, right?
Right.
We have held our sale price.
Yeah.
And I am proud of everybody here at HSN, and proud of Mike for holding the price, not jumping it up just because there's an opportunity. Because if you're a coin collector, we're the ones who miss out.
Well, not only that, you're going to remember that. I've been here for 20 years.
Right.
Okay, I'm not here to, you know, we're not here to come in and sell coins and make a quick buck and be gone a week from now, or 2 weeks from now, or 3 weeks from now. I've been here for 20 years, okay? That's the reason that we've been here. We give you the best possible coin deals that we can give you that are out there. So it's not just this kind of one-time thing, this one-time opportunity. I want to be able to add to your collection today, and I want to be able to add to your collection a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. After 10 years, I don't know at this point. You know, once I hit 30 years, you know, that could be it.
It's a magic number.
Yeah, that's right.
Let me share with you, 371-563 is the number to get that that roll home.